You've got mail.
Yes!
Yes! Gonna open this box so hard. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. I think this is gonna be a big one. So, this is an unboxing, if I didn't already state that. And Sammy told me to get a new unboxing knife. And I realized that after using the Launch 10 so much that I like it and you can go screw yourself. Just kidding, Sammy Levy. But I am using the Launch 10. I did give it a little bit better of an edge. I used the Spyderco Sharp Maker, so that's the best way for me to hit this recurve. But this thing is so awesome. Okay, now this is what I thought it was. So here's kind of a little backstory. If you guys go on Blade HQ, which my preference is White Mountain knives, Justin has the best customer service I've experienced in the knife world yet, short of Sharp. What is that? Ah, damn it! Not Sharp by Design. Shit, the one with the frickin' scales. I'm sorry, I freaking forgot the name. Both of them have fantastic customer service, though. Sharp Dress Knives, fantastic customer service. Justin and the guy at Sharp Dress Knives, awesome. But at Blade HQ, they have a discontinued sale that nobody can beat, right? You go there and their prices are stupid, so you can get kind of like two Wii's for the price of one. Well, I don't want to give too much of the backstory, but I reached out to Justin and I'm like, dude, I'd rather buy it through you. Is there anything you can do? He doesn't want to match the price because he takes a hit, but he realizes he's not going to sell them anyways. So he actually still got them sold through me or through him, and I got these at a really discounted rate. I'm not saying go jerk them around, but you also have to do your shopping. I mean, it's your money, right? But he's willing to work with me, and this is not the first time. So super, super cool. These, I already said it, are two Wii's. Now, I don't know which one I'm going to open up first, so we're just going to pick one, right? Both of these models, I believe, are getting discontinued, so, if you like these, I'm not going to rush the review, because they're not ones that are like flying off the shelves, but I saw them and they spoke to me. There's one more, the Valiant. I did not get the Valiant, and it spoke to me a little bit, but I haven't gotten it yet. So yeah, super excited for this unboxing. And if you guys, I hate to say this, I'm becoming a Wii knife guy. I have the Wii Roxy, I have the Wii Suga, I have the Wii Malice, and I am in love with every single one of those knives. I had the Wii Kitefin, it was fantastic. Had the Wii Practic, it was just okay. But I am really liking their designs, and I probably get the most excited about them. And out of everything, I choose to carry my Suga or Malice most of the time, almost over my Hinderer, which is kind of it's kind of scary. It's just something I choose. Everybody has a preference. But long story short, that's why I'm kind of rolling down this road. I freaking love Wii knives for some reason. I'm not trying to be a fanboy. I enjoy them. So this one is all right. So we're doing this one first. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Mikkel Williamson design. It is a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but the centering is perfect. Has really nice carbon fiber width. It's kind of a weird... So, all right. So here's the handle portion, kind of down to the bolster, not the bolster, the pommel. But this side, because of the frame lock, it doesn't fit quite perfectly, but it is a frame lock. So, I mean, I get why it's pulling away. It stood out at first. I'm like, oh no, a fit and finish there. But it's not. It's just because that's where the frame lock is. So one thing I'm noticing is these screw heads are really cool looking, but you have a lip of carbon fiber here. I almost feel like you should have at least rounded the lip off if you're going to do that. It does create a sharp edge that you might not hit, but I'm noticing just by looking. This is M390, and it's kind of cool because it says it back here. Right there, that's pretty sweet. Got nice round jimp in here. All right, let's see what this guy's all about. I love the Saga so much. I loved the Hell X by Mikkel Williamson, and so I got the Saga. Well, this is the wee Stixx, I believe. And so I just pulled the trigger because it was a pretty good deal by comparison of what it was. So, without further ado, here we go. So a little bit lackluster when I flipped it open because the detent feels actually a little weak, which is unique for Wii. Now, you notice that I didn't fail on the flip. It's just, I guess I expected a little bit stronger of a detent. But in hand, this doesn't disappoint either. Oh my goodness, this feels good. I wouldn't call it better than the Malice, but I might call it better than the Saga. The only thing that's unique, though, is you're not going to hold it like this. I do feel a little pinched here. But when I'm holding it like this, I can even hold it like this and bear down, and it's pretty sweet. So, there's no back and forth, no up and down. The action is super smooth, and this is cool. This isn't at all what I expected. It's a really nice high flat grind, and I don't know, it feels a little bit smaller in hand than I expected, but it's just, I enjoy it. This is cool. One thing I did that I'm going to try to do in a lot of my videos is I'm going to take this and cut it like I was actually cutting something to let you guys know how the ergonomics feel. And that felt great. It's obviously sharp. Now, I'm going to hold it like this. This ergonomics, like actual cutting ergonomics, feel great. That's fantastic. I also have these cards from work that I'm going to use as they're a little bit thicker paper, thicker than printer paper. And yeah, last but not least, yep, shaven hairs. This guy's pretty sweet. I'm not sure where this flip fits in my collection. I'm trying to I'm like on a Wii kick, you know, which is an expensive kick to be on. And I enjoy this. It's different because down here doesn't feel right, but I just feel like I'm naturally just even choked up. I'm grabbing here and it's cool. So on to the next one. This one in particular, I'd never heard of. And then I seen it and I was like, that reminds me a lot. You guys always hear me say this. The design really reminds me of the bare knuckle. So if you guys are like Wii connoisseurs, you might know which one I'm talking about. These come with, what is this now? Congratulations of your purchase of the Wii knife. That was nice of you. Alright, so this is bigger than I thought, but I saw the blade stock on this guy, because I was looking up the specs. I'm like, maybe you should look at the specs of these guys. So I saw the blade stock of this guy, and I'm like, yeah, that might be a bigger knife than I think. And it is. I mean, it's bigger than the Mikkel Williamson Stixx, which Mikkel Williamson's doing these giant overbuilt, like, holy shit knives. And this isn't, like, overbuilt or nothing, but it's bigger than this one. So, first and foremost, centering's good. Really nice tumble finish on the titanium. And it has, this is the other thing, it's a wheel for in and out of your pocket. Like, what? But it is not deep carry. It's going to be like, blop, out of there. This guy is going to be a little bit better. Shoop. That's what we're looking at right there. All right, anyways. So, it's got these really cool milling patterns going down, a backspacer that's titanium going all the way here. Even this pocket clip looks goofy, but it's cool. It's different. I'm not mad at it, but it's just not going to carry very shallow. Or it's not going to carry very deep. A Messerinikum. It's a Messerinikum design, which somebody educate me on that because I don't know Messerinikum. Two, these are clearly of the same cloth. That's probably why they're being discontinued. I would imagine they were built around the same time because they have a very similar pivot collar pattern with some milling on the titanium. I'm assuming that's titanium milling or a titanium pivot. Let's see here. This will tell us. Oh, yep. So that ball is steel. The hardware seems to be steel. Kind of hard to tell if that pivot's titanium or not. Because it is sticking there, but it's right against the blade. So, as I said, perfectly centered. Now, this is why it reminds me of the bare knuckle. 3, 2, 1, boom. That blade shape, are you kidding? That blade shape is freaking awesome, right? Yeah, that's sweet. At first glance, I feel like the sharpening choil's done a little bit low. I mean, it doesn't come even with here. I'm not sure that that's a huge deal. The blade stock is way thicker than expected, right? That's what set it off that this is actually a big knife. But it is very, very light. And why? Because all this titanium on the inside is milled out like a son of a gun. That is awesome. I'm really curious to see how this works. This is actually like a rolling ball. That's awesome. So in hand, oh yeah. This is the WE Knives Bullitt. It flips really nice. You're not really going to choke up there because you are against the blade. But in hand, it feels really ergonomic. But as I said before, don't be surprised if it isn't as ergonomic as you think. So I'm trying to do this where I bear down on it. And let's see here. Let's do a good example. Here's some wood. It feels good, guys. It's not shaman good, but the blade shape is freaking sexy. I liked this blade, but it's kind of generic. It's just whatever. You know, it's a drop point. I do love the full flat grind on there, though. This also has a full flat grind with what appears to be like a bead blast finish, or maybe even like a vapor blast. I mean, it's like super... It's not a tumble finish, but it's nice. This is also... Ooh, this is an S35 VN. I did not know that. Would have been nice if it was M390, but that's okay. But yeah, this feels really good. The profile is not that large. I mean, not a huge deal. But yeah, the WE Knives Bullitt, guys. Let's do a check on here. This is part of the reason that I wanted to get this, is this blade, the sheep's foot style blade, seems so damn functional. So out of these two, my favorite is definitely the Bullitt, and I think I am going to like that Bullitt more and more than I actually thought on purchase. In hand, it feels great. Like I said, it just reminds me of like a Chinese bare knuckle almost, right? Even the blade. So let's do a couple flips. So the action on the Bullitt is okay. It's not awful. It doesn't have the drop shut, but it's super smooth and snappy. And the detent is strong enough to where I can fail it. You guys know I'm good at failing, but it's hard to fail it. And you can push button it open, so that's cool. And it feels like it's getting smoother and smoother as we go. And it is a joy in hand. So the Mikkel Williamson, this one feels weird. It feels like it should be a smaller hand knife. Because look, my hand, it's not really a 4-finger grip if you're not choked up. But when I grab it, I feel like I naturally go into the choke up, which is cool. Action-wise, it's a little bit tighter, but just as smooth. It feels a little bit tighter, but it feels smooth still. And you have multiple opening methods here. That's all right. But going off of which one I like more, you guys can already tell. I was super stoked on this, which is kind of why I made the purchase at all. But this thing just absolutely wowed me out of the picture here. I mean, I love this. I love this already. This is just so cool. I guess that is all I got for you guys. This is the Mikkel Williamson Stixx, and this is the WE Knives. Well, this is also made by WE Knives, but this is the WE Knives Bullitt. If anybody knows who Messer Unicum is, I mean, I call me an asshole, maybe. I don't know. I just haven't heard of them before, and I've only been in the knife game for like 2 to 2.5 years, so maybe that's why too, right? I'm still learning with you guys. But both of these are awesome knives. They're both unique, and I'm super stoked to get to know them each. My name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great freaking rest of your day, guys. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.